In a grand manor house, there lived a kind-hearted servant girl named Sarah, who worked tirelessly from dawn until dusk.
By the way, in Victorian times, servants typically worked 16 to 18 hours per day, with only one half-day off per week.
Sarah worked harder than anyone in the household, scrubbing floors, washing dishes, and tending to every need of her cruel mistress.
This silverware is not polished properly. You useless girl! Do it again immediately!
Did you know? In the Victorian era, the average servant consumed less than half the calories of their employers, often leading to malnutrition and illness.
At night, Sarah retreated to her tiny, cold room in the attic, too exhausted even to shed tears.
Every morning before sunrise, Sarah hauled heavy buckets of water from the well, her arms aching with each trip.
But Sarah had something her mistress could never possess, a pure and kind heart that no amount of cruelty could diminish.
In rare moments of peace, Sarah tended the garden, finding solace among the flowers and birds.
Don't be afraid, little one. I won't hurt you. You're safe with me. By the way, studies show who show kind animals.
One day, Sarah found a small bird with a broken wing, and her compassionate nature would not let her leave it to suffer.
That night, instead of sleeping, Sarah stayed awake tending to the injured creature, fashioning a tiny
Despite having no sleep caring for the bird, Sarah still rose before dawn to fulfill all her duties without complaint.
You lazy, worthless girl. This tea is barely warm. Take it back and make it properly, or you'll get no food today.
Sarah held back her tears, knowing that showing weakness would only bring more cruelty from her heartless mistress.
Under the scorching afternoon sun, Sarah worked in the vegetable garden, her back aching and skin burning, yet she continued without rest.
My daughter saw you sneaking extra bread. Thief! You'll scrub every floor in this house on your hands and knees as punishment.
Though Sarah was innocent of any wrongdoing, she knew that protesting would only make her punishment worse.
Hour after hour through the night, Sarah scrubbed on her hands and knees, her body screaming with pain but her spirit refusing to break. Finally, Sarah's exhausted body could take no more, and she collapsed from sheer fatigue and hunger.
Did you know? The human body can only withstand extreme physical labor and starvation for so long before shutting down completely as a survival mechanism.
As Sarah lay unconscious on the cold floor, something magical was about to happen that would change her life forever.
The kind fairy, who watches over those with pure hearts, sensed Sarah's suffering and appeared to help her. The fairy's heart ached seeing the poor girl's suffering, for she had been watching Sarah's action. The fairy gently touched Sarah's forehead, and warm healing magic flowed through her exhausted body.
Do not be afraid, dear child. I am here to help you. Your kindness and pure...
By the way, in fairy tale tradition across cultures, magical beings often appear to reward acts of genuine kindness.
The fairy lifted Sarah to her feet, and Sarah felt all her pain and exhaustion melt away, replaced by renewed strength and hope.
I grant you 3 blessings, dear Sarah. First, you shall never go hungry again. Second,
The 3 blessings settled upon Sarah like a warm embrace, and she felt her life beginning to change.
though the fairy's magic could not change Sarah's station in life, it enhanced her. How can I ever thank you? You've given me hope when I had none. You are truly an angel.
The fairy smiled, knowing that Sarah's trials were not over, but now she would have the strength and...
Take this enchanted pouch, dear Sarah. Whenever you are truly hungry, reach inside and you will find...
Did you know? In folklore across many cultures, magical pouches or purses that never...
Remember, Sarah. True beauty comes from within, and true love recognizes it.
As the fairy vanished, Sarah stood transformed, not just in appearance, but in spirit.
Sarah realized that the fairy's greatest gift was not the magic, but the reminder that she was worthy of kindness, love, and respect.
As dawn broke over the manor, a new chapter in Sarah's life was beginning. One that would...
To her amazement and joy, the pouch produced fresh bread, cheese, and fruit, exactly what she needed.
For the first time in years, Sarah ate until her hunger was satisfied, and she wept with gratitude for the fairy's kindness.
What is this? Where did you get that dress? How dare you dress above your station? Remove it at once!
I shall continue my work as always, madam, but I will no longer accept cruelty. I am a servant, but I am also a human.
Lady Margaret was stunned into momentary silence, for she had never seen Sarah stand up to her before. Without another word, Sarah curtsied respectfully and returned to her duties, leaving her stunned mistress speechless on the stairs.
There now, little friend. Your wing is healing wonderfully.
By the way, the bond between humans and animals has been scientifically...
Meanwhile, on the road to the manor, Prince William was traveling through the countryside, seeking a bride whose heart matched her beauty.
Did you know? Historically, some royal marriages were indeed arranged for love rather than politics, though these were... Suddenly, the prince's horse startled and reared, spooked by a snake on the road.
Easy now, brave one. It's gone. You're safe. That's it. Steady now. Good boy.
The prince's first concern was for his horse's well-being, showing the gentle character that made him beloved by all who knew him.
As fate would have it, the prince arrived at Lady Margaret's manor, and his eyes immediately fell upon Sarah working in the garden.
Sarah felt her breath catch as their eyes met, and for a brief, magical moment, the world seemed to hold still around them.
Did you know? Research shows that sustained eye contact between strangers can create feelings of passionate love.
Your Highness, what an unexpected honor. Please come inside. I shall prepare refreshments immediately.
The prince's mind was not on Lady Margaret's flattery, but on the mysterious young woman he had glimpsed in the garden, whose eyes had touched his soul.
Through the window, the prince watched Sarah interact with nature with such genuine kindness, and he knew.
In that moment, Prince William realized that true beauty lay not in fine clothes and practiced manners.
But surely, Your Highness, the treaty stipulates that...
Forgive me, my lady, but I wonder about the young woman I saw in your garden. Might I be introduced to her?
Lady Margaret was horrified. The thought of the prince meeting her lowly servant filled her with rage and fear that Sarah might somehow win his favor. Oh, that girl. She's merely a simple servant, Your Highness. Quite dull and uneducated. I'm sure she would... Your Highness, what an absolute delight! I've studied music, French, and embroidery. I would be honored to perform for you.
Did you know? Psychological studies show that people can distinguish between genuine smiles and fake ones in less than a second.
Lady Margaret had no choice but to summon Sarah, though every fiber of her being wished to prevent this meeting.
As Sarah entered the room, Prince William felt his heart confirm what he had already known. This...
I am Sarah, Your Highness. I'm honored, but surely you meant to speak with someone more suitable?
The prince saw what others had missed, that true nobility comes not from birth or wealth, but from kindness, courage, and purity of heart.
Tell me about your garden. I saw you with the birds and flowers. You seem to have a special gift with nature.
Oh, I just try to listen to what they need.
As Sarah spoke about the things she loved, her true beauty shone through, not enhanced by fairy magic, but...
That's quite enough, Sarah. You have work to attend to. The prince's horses need tending, and the evening meal must be prepared. Go at once!
Though Sarah was forced to leave, the prince could not stop thinking about her gentle spirit and the sadness he saw lurking behind her brave smile.
Sarah tended the prince's horse with the same gentle care she showed all creatures, and the intelligent animal sensed her good heart immediately.
Did you know? Physical proximity and shared activities create neural bonding patterns in the brain that can accelerate.
In that quiet stable, Prince William realized he had found what he'd been seeking. Not a perfect princess,
So, the worthless servant girl dares to bewitch the prince. Lady Margaret will hear of this treachery. You'll be beaten and thrown out without references.
Sarah,
In the short time I've known you, you've shown me what true nobility of spirit means.
would you do it? Did you know? Psychologically, moments of rescue and protection create powerful emotional bonds. Yes. Oh yes, Your Highness. I would be honored beyond measure. Thank you. Thank you.
As the prince led Sarah away from her life of servitude, Lady Margaret and her stepmother could do nothing but...
Sarah took only her few humble possessions and the injured bird she'd rescued.
And so Prince William rode away with Sarah, not as master and servant, but as... For Sarah had learned that suffering can be overcome, cruelty can be defeated, and
Sarah arrived at the royal palace as dawn broke, and the splendor before her took her breath away, not because of its wealth.
For the first time in her life, Sarah had a beautiful room of her own, a soft bed, and more kindness than she'd ever known.
Did you know? Psychological research shows that people who have endured prolonged hardship often cannot fully.
As Sarah sat in safety, watching her bird recover its strength, she understood that they were both healing together.
Over the following weeks, Sarah and Prince William spent every possible moment together, and their love deepened with each conversation and shared experience.
The prince gave Sarah access to the royal library, and she discovered the joy of learning that had been denied her all her life.
Sarah's natural intelligence, suppressed for so long by her difficult circumstances, now
You're doing wonderfully, see? You have natural talent. Just let the music flow through your fingers.
In quiet moments like these, their hearts spoke what their lips had not yet dared to say, that they had fallen completely and irrevocably in love.
The king was planning a grand ball to officially introduce Sarah to the court, and she was both excited and terrified.
I don't know if I can do this. What if I make a mistake?
You have a prince's heart, dear. That's worth more than any amount of training in etiquette.
Despite all her blessings, Sarah still struggled with feelings of unworthiness, the scars of years of cruel treatment not yet fully healed. Sarah realized that she had already overcome far greater challenges than a ballroom full of nobles, and
Their Royal Majesties, the King and Queen, His Royal Highness Prince William, and his honored guest, Miss Sarah.
did you know?
Throughout history, there have been actual cases of commoners marrying into royalty based on gender.
Just follow my lead and look at me.
As Sarah danced in William's arms.
And so Sarah,